All right, welcome to another episode of Nard Knows. And of course, I'm your host, Nard Davis Jr. And I got a stud from Summerville, South Carolina, Memphis running back. And he is one of the best running backs in the league right now in college football. And he has the 12th most all-purpose yards in the nation. What is up, Mr. Anderson? Super Mario, that is. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing? I appreciate it.
Well, let's just get to how you feeling mentally and emotionally right now, man. Like you had a great season. I followed Memphis just for you, man, just to stay in touch of what you're doing and your accomplishments. And every time a game ended, you were slashing the hammer. What was the season like for you now that you're turning the page to the NFL?
Now really I'm just able to, piggyback on everything that I've done this season. Shout out to all my teammates, and coaches to be able to help me get to this position right now. But right now, this moment, my mental, I feel as though it's very strong. Every single day, I walk in every single day clear-minded, um, and just ready to work towards my goal, which is a couple months down the road. But I feel real good. I feel like everything that I did put myself up for success, and just stepping with the right foot forward every single day.
And a part of your journey, you started off at South Carolina. A lot of players are going through the portal and finding better opportunities for their own personal reasons. But what lessons did you learn just from the transition from South Carolina, your home state, to Memphis, which it all worked out in the end?
The biggest thing that I learned that college football nowadays, it's a business. Can't get your feelings hurt by anything. Just really just you have to show up and show out. Biggest thing that our coaches always said was this is a production based league, sort of like the NFL. So that's the biggest thing that I learned, to be able to put the emotion aside and put the work forward first, and be able to like I said, put your best foot forward every single day, because every day is an interview. And not to expect anything. So I feel as though that's why I play the way I play and have that chip on my shoulder, because nothing has ever been given to me. And I'm grateful for those opportunities that I have.
And the opportunities you took a well advantage of 1,362 yards rushing, 18 touchdowns, man. Like you were in the end zone at least once a game, twice a game on occasion. Some of your best games against Tulane, North Texas. But what was clicking for you once you got on Memphis campus?
Really, it was just the guys in the locker room. To be honest, Coach Stillfield, he did a really good job of all the transfers that he had bring in, including myself and the guys that were already there that laid the foundation years before I even got there. And just the camaraderie, how we clicked in the locker room. To be honest, it wasn't like it wasn't forced at all. There was a lot of older guys, so we played a lot of college ball, and we understood the assignment, understood what we had to do. So honestly, I couldn't have done anything without my teammates, and just the position that we've put each other in throughout the whole season, whether it was winter, spring, fall camp, and into the season, really. So it really was the guys in the locker room that really helped everything go together.
How important is it to have great teammates around you, man? Especially when the chemistry can be a little bit it's not so straightforward when you go from one campus to another, but how important is it to have great teammates and what was that experience like for you? You kind of touched on it just now.
No, that's a good question. It's very important to have good chemistry and have good teammates alongside, because I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are fighting for one common goal. And with the 12-man playoff, 12-team playoff expanding, um, the goal was the national championship. I mean, we fell short this year, but we still can hang our hats off on doing a lot of good things and accomplishing a lot of good things this year, and essentially making history this year at the University of Memphis. So, but just to go back on teammates, guys like when I first came into the building, guys like Seth, the quarterback, DK Ross, Rock Taylor, like the list goes on. I can name a whole bunch of guys who's been there, and just help embrace the culture, not only of the football team, but the city of Memphis. And I feel like that was very vital and very important for the success of our team.
And a lot of team success, a lot of individual success that comes with it. And so, You were in Orlando for the Hula Bowl, and I actually got to interview I like guy E. Gilman. I'm not sure you're familiar with him. He was with the U defensive back, and he said he had a great experience. How was that experience for you, getting to know and be around other guys around the nation?
First and foremost, I'm blessed for the opportunity. It's a small percentage of guys to be able to play college football, and it's an even smaller percentage of guys to, have a chance to play in the National Football League and being in one of the great all-star games that I was able to play in and experience to be able to talk to different scouts, learn and compete with different players from, P5 all the way down to FCS. It was a great experience and great exposure as well. I'm glad and blessed to be able to go and put my best foot forward in front of those guys and put my name out there.
What did you see on that touchdown?
The grass, that's all I seen. It was on a 3-4 yard line. You got to get those.
Well, you used to being in the end zone on those ones, man. What is your favorite play, man? Give me two of your two favorite plays, whether it be power, gut, like what's your go-to?
Power is definitely one of them, especially from the I formation. Power and probably duo.
So that explains your playing style. Elaborate a little bit on that because you're a bruiser, but once you get into the open field, man, somebody gonna have to hawk you down or you gonna score six. Explain your playing style. What is your preference? What is your natural ability?
I think when most people see me, because I'm so short and compact, they just label me as one thing. But I believe I got that old school flow. I always say that. I'm a firm believer of that. I feel like I got power. I feel like I adjust when as the game goes on. I can catch at the backfield. I can pass block, which is the most important thing to really keep you on the field. And really just, playing without the ball in your hands, to be honest. So I say elusive. I feel as though I'm an elusive power back.
What can you say about your pass protection when a GM asks you about that?
Honestly, what I can say about that is the running back position, we got the second best seat in the house. The first best seat is the quarterback, and I feel as a running back, I mean, we got the second best seat because we're literally right beside the quarterback. So I feel as though anything that he should know, I should be able to know as well as far as protection and just be his right hand man as far as anything that he may want or need in the backfield. So just going through and just knowing my protections really.
Okay. And it's obviously, easier said than done for a lot of running backs. Um, Give me a comparison. Who you said you kind of old school mentality, but who are some of the running backs that you looked up to and still look up to in comparison to your game?
Most definitely. For sure, Adrian Peterson. Marshall Falk, Marshawn Lynch, Derrick Henry. I like Joe Mixon. I like Saquon. I like CMC. Like I can go on. I can give you the whole list. Earl Campbell. I can go on and on and on. Those is when I was growing up. My uncle Sam. What he used to do was every single time we seen each other, we would write out a list of people that I would like to see or watch for that year, that summer coming up, wherever the case may be. And we always just watch the tape, watch the tape, watch the tape. And after we get through that list, we go to another list and just watch the tape, watch the tape, watch the tape, and just try to piggyback and learn from those guys and what they've done and their strengths and their weaknesses and try to incorporate it into my game as well.
Running back is one of the hardest positions to play just because it's guaranteed you're going to hit somebody or someone's going
Mm.
to hit you. What made running back the calling call for you, man? Because I remember when I tried out for running back, my coach put me in, and I was like, "Hold on, this man just hit me. I ain't even got the ball." I was like, "No,
Yeah.
put me at wide receiver, coach." But for you, what makes running back, that position for you?
Honestly, my dad when I played Little League, my dad he put me and all my brothers in the football playing football. We all started off playing running back, to be honest. And I've been playing running back since I've been 4 years old. I don't know any other position, and that's the position that I just love. Like I said, I grew up watching Adrian Peterson. So it was like that was the only position that I wanted to ever play. To be honest with you, I wanted everything that came with playing running back.
So, one thing about running backs in the NFL that you're soon to experience is that the value of a running back, football wise, everyone knows that you cannot succeed without a run game and defense. But for some reason, the NFL is finding ways to underpay running backs for their own reasons. What is your take on that? Because I love that Saquon Barkley. is really putting on for running backs right now and showing exactly how important they are in crunch time, in playoff time.
Yes, sir. I feel as though it's very important. Guys in the league, like how you said, Saquon. He's him, guys like CMC, Derrick Henry, and all those guys. They're really paving the way to put the respect back on the position. I feel as a running back, not only do you have to have the mind of a quarterback, you have to have the hands of a receiver. You have to be able to block like a lineman and tight end. So I mean, it goes the whole 9 yards. But we have to be able to do everything, and just be mentally sharp, honestly, as far as everything. So it's good to see that the market is going back up for running backs. It's good to see that guys in the league are, seizing every opportunity possible. And hopefully one day I get to make my mark and seize my opportunity as well to show that what I can do and help raise the value as well for running backs.
Bro, you have a humble demeanor, you have a calm demeanor, but I think running backs and linebackers are the craziest dudes on the field. When it
Mm.
comes imano imano, you in the A gap or in the B gap, and you see that linebacker coming in, and you got to score this touchdown, or it's 3rd and 1. What do you tap into to go to that zone that is needed?
I mean, honestly, it's either you're gonna be the hammer or the nail, to be honest. And I refuse to be the nail every single time. I refuse. So that's my biggest thing. I fear no man but God, and we all put on pads the same way, put on pants the same way. So just being able to go out there and dominate every single rep, every single play, that's my main goal, my main focus, no matter who's in front of me.
18 touchdowns is a lot of touchdowns, including a lot of yards that you had. What are some of your memorable plays at Memphis?
My memorable plays, honestly, it'll be plays like being able to pass block so that Seth can throw it down the field. I remember it was, I believe, North Texas. It was a blitz coming up the middle, and I had to go and meet him up in the A gap. No, I lied. He was coming off the edge, and I was helping the left tackle Chris to get the chip block so that just that one extra second, so that Seth could throw the ball downfield and Demir can score the touchdown. Honestly, plays like that where yeah, the glitz and glamour of running the ball is cool and all, but just being an ultimate teammate, I feel as though that's bigger than me being able to put up anything on the stat sheet because plays like that don't get put on the stat sheet, but it helped the team for ultimate goal of scoring. So plays like that for sure.
You mentioned your faith, man, and one thing Nard Knows is big on is our belief in God and the tools that He gives us, so that way we can put on for Him at the end of the day. How did you know that football? Obviously, you say your family put you in a position to fall in love with the game, but at the end of the day, it was your decision. How did you know that football was the vehicle for you to fulfill your purpose that God gave you on the gridiron?
Honestly, I always feel like it was a calling of mine, to be honest. It's the only thing I ever wanted to do in my life. And I'm the first in my family to do a lot of different things. I'm also the first in my family to pursue my dream to go into the NFL. And I believe that I couldn't do nothing without believing in God, trusting in God. Hebrews 11:1, that's my favorite verse. And just trusting the process, to be honest.
What are some of the obstacles that a lot of people may or may not know that you overcame to become Mario Anderson that everyone knows today?
Just a lot of adversity, a lot of adversity, and I believe everyone go through some sort of adversity, whether it's through their youth, through their adulthood, whatever the case may be, and just being able to overcome, be able to step back and reassess everything that's going on within your life, and how to make yourself better and better every single day. Really, that's the biggest thing I can really say. Just being able to reassess and come back to everything and learn from your mistakes and just be a better man, a better individual.
Moving forward, man, as you're turning the page to the NFL, what are some of the things that you're actually looking forward to? Obviously, there's money involved and there's fame involved, but what are some of the things that you believe are and you looking forward to when it comes to taking your game to the next level?
Really, I just want an opportunity. Just being able to have the opportunity to um, go to the NFL, learn from other great running backs, and be able to you know just just have the opportunity. Honestly, it's this opportunity of a lifetime. So just go out there and do whatever I can, and put my best foot forward.
What are some of your favorite teams growing up? in the
The
NFL?
Vikings for sure, because Adrian Peterson. That was
Oh,
my favorite team.
come on, man. I'm from Detroit, bro. I mean, it's better than you being from a Chicago Bears fan or a Packers fan, but I guess yeah, because All right, but the Vikings, man, like, what's going on with the Vikings? Like, I mean, Sam Darnold, he played well, but
Mhm.
I mean, I could go out there and throw about 18, 20 touchdowns to JJ and Addison, and then Aaron Jones
Mhm.
was a really good free agent piece. But what do you make of the Vikings season this year? If you had time to actually pay attention.
No, I haven't really paid attention like that just because of how, I was focusing on in college, my college season and everything finishing out strong. But, those guys, they have a very hard job to do and to maintain. So hopefully if I do have a chance to be a Minnesota Viking, I can help the organization any way I can. But first things first, I got to stay on my feet as that and, do the groundwork first to get there. So, that's what I got to say on it.
Hey, they actually do need a running back for real,
Mm.
But hey, we don't leave that in God's hands, man. A couple more questions for you, man, because I appreciate you so much for your time. Uh, you mentioned it, but what are some of the things that an NFL GM or NFL coach can look forward to when they draft Mario Anderson?
Honestly, first thing first, I don't expect anything to be honest. Just
Mhm.
having an opportunity in general to be able to go out there and showcase my talent and be able to make a roster. That's the biggest thing that I can do and control. What I can control is my effort and attitude and everything that I do going forward, walk into anyone's building. And what any GM or coach can expect out of me is, just a hardworking, dedicated young man who's trying to do the 1% to be better every single day to stand out. So that's the biggest thing for me.
And off the field, man, who has inspired you and motivated you? Obviously, you seem very self-motivated, but in those times where you needed someone to lean on, obviously you mentioned your faith in God, but whether it be coaches or family, like who has helped you through those tough times where the cameras weren't shining on you?
Most definitely my mom, man. Right now she's overseas right now. She's a merchant seaman working on a boat right now, working what up to like 16 hours a day almost. And she's my biggest advocate, my biggest supporter, my biggest fan. Just everything. I always go to my mom, and I appreciate everything that she's ever did for me and my brothers to be able to put all of us in position to succeed. And obviously, she's still working hard every single day to accomplish any and everything that she want to do too. So it was definitely my mom.
Man, what does it mean to be able to just not, I can understand because I'm in Utah right now, and just this past few months ago, my mom got to come out here and watch me go on air, and I remember she was the reason why I even took the initiative to go to grad school, and it catapulted me to where I am, and for her to come in studio and watch me on air, that was like a dream come true. I was like, anything God do for me moving forward is a miracle because I already accomplished my dreams. Although you have not gone to the NFL, I can truly say from my perspective that the things that you have done, she is most proud of. But what does it
Yes,
mean
sir.
to you to be able to really show her, like, Mom, everything you did for me, I'm putting it out in the physical world. You can see your
Yeah,
heart pay off.
for sure. Honestly, when I was about 17, 18 years old, and I walked on, I started at Newberry College actually in 2019. So when I went to go walk on, I told my mom from then like I'm gonna be in the NFL one day, and I always go back to that conversation I had with my mom before I went out to school. And she was the first person to tell me go get it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nothing stop me from achieving my goals and my dreams. Don't let anyone say anything to deteriorate me or my mind to make me not want to keep pushing and going forward. So that's the biggest thing for me. Really, just everything that I said to her, I really truly meant, and I'm doing it. And whether I make it to a league or not, I know that I have a lot to hang my hat on, and I know that she's proud of me regardless.
Fair enough, bro. Man, well, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day in this most important phase of your life and your career, man. On Nard Knows, man. God got you. You've made it this far for a reason, and He's going to continue to open the doors for you as long as you stay obedient and stay in the right path at the right time, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.